Hello everybody and happy Sunday. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a get ready with me slash get to know me video. I'm literally not going anywhere. Like I'm not getting ready to go anywhere. But I really wanted to film a get to know me for you guys. So we're gonna do that while I do my makeup. The makeup I'm doing in this video is the same as my everyday makeup routine. So if you want to know what the products I am using, then go check out that video after you've watched this one. So my full name is Eleanor Darcy Viger. It's something that everybody mispronounces. Like whenever I go to the doctors or like I have an interview or a phone call or anything like that, my surname always gets mispronounced as Vigor. It's completely fine, like I really don't care. But nobody ever gets my last name right. I am 22 years old. I was born on the 15th of January 2001, and I was born and live here in England. And fun fact actually, but I think this is a cool fact, I actually gave birth to my son in the same hospital that I was born in, if that makes any sense. Which I think is a cool fact. And I often get told that I look older than I am. I often get told I look 24, 25. I'm not, I'm 22. I mean, I still feel 17. I completely 100% wake up and I'm like, what is going on, like, with my life, like, where I'm at? Like, I still feel like a 17-year-old girl. I have one son. He is called Archie. He is about to turn 5. And I had him when I was 17. So a fairly young mum, but I always knew I was going to be a young mum. I just wanted to be a mum. That was like my focus in life, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And it just gave me so much purpose, gave me so much drive, and I was so lost in college. So I have no regrets whatsoever about being a young mum. It's my life and I love it. And I am currently 36 weeks pregnant with our baby girl. I'm just honestly so lucky that I'm able to have one of each. I wanted 2 kids, so the fact that I've got one of each definitely kind of like lets me think I wouldn't have any more. And honestly, it's just a big blessing. Like, we got what we wanted both times, and the fact that I can just have a baby in general is just a big blessing ever. I actually have 3 tattoos and they all have meaning. So I have this alien on my wrist. So this is me and my best friend. We got matching tattoos. We actually met at college and we've been best friends for like 5 years now. She got a Saturn and I got an alien. I think it's my favourite tattoo and I just love it. Then on the back of my arm here, it says the word always. Last year, me and my boyfriend celebrated our 5-year anniversary, so we decided to get matching tattoos. It's kind of like what we say to each other instead of the word I love you. Like, we do say I love you to each other, but we kind of just look at each other and say the word always, which I'm not gonna lie, is slightly stolen from The Fault in Our Stars, but it just means a lot to us and we love it. So we decided to mark like 5 years. I think is quite a big deal. So we decided to mark 5 years with the word always, and actually it is our 6-year anniversary on Tuesday. And then my 3rd tattoo, I'll get up and show you. That is the first tattoo I ever got, and it's the only colour tattoo I'm going to have. I really like black tattoos, but my sister wanted to get colour. So for my 21st birthday, me and my sister got my first ever tattoo. We got a matching tattoo. All my tattoos are matching, which I really love. I think that's so cool that they're all really meaningful, and I share them with people I love. My sister is a tattoo addict. She loves them. She was trying to convince me for years to get a tattoo, and then I finally saw like a rose tattoo that I loved, and I was like, yeah, okay, like I suggested it to her one day, and then she was like, right, for your birthday, for your 21st, we're gonna go get matching tattoos. So we did. We both have it on our ankles, and yeah, that was my first ever tattoo, and I love that they're all matching. That one wasn't the worst. I would say the worst was my alien on my wrist. That was so painful because he kept going over and over and over and over. And it was just like unbearable at one point. And also I feel like I got ripped off. I feel like I paid more for it than I probably should have. And then my least painful was my always in the back of my arm. I don't know, it took like 5 minutes and you could kind of barely feel it. And then I thought my ankle was my most painful because it was my first one, but actually your ankle doesn't really, it's not like horrific. I think it's just because it was so big. Like it was fine until you started doing the leaves, and then the leaves were quite painful. But overall I would say it's nothing compared to like my alien. And I definitely plan on getting more. I want to get at least 2 more. So I want to get one to represent my children, but I'm not going to get their names or like their birth dates or their footprints or anything like that. I don't want to do that, but I definitely want to get something to represent my 2 children. And then I'd love to get another tattoo for body positivity. So obviously this is my passion in life. My passion is body positivity, and it just means so much to me. It's what drives me every single day, and it's a problem that I think is so massive in the world. Woo! She is looking contoured. Let's just bring her back a second, shall we? We can look in the mirror. I'm doing this all in my camera, so I might look slightly crazy. Yeah, it's what drives me every day. It's what I think about constantly. I think it's a massive problem, and it's like so close to my heart. So I want to get something to represent that. There's actually a self-love symbol. It's like a heart. It's like 2 arms basically cuddling itself in like a heart shape. You can Google it. It's a very popular symbol known for body positivity. So I'd love to get that tattooed on my arm. So yeah, I'd love to get at least 2 more tattoos. I don't want to be covered, but they're both something that mean a lot to me as well. So I'd love to get them. It was so funny, before I got them, I was like, I'm never ever getting a tattoo. And now I'm like addicted. I've just skipped ahead a bit with my makeup because I was absolutely rambling and this video was going to be so long. But I currently live in Staffordshire in England. I moved here with my boyfriend during the pandemic, because during the pandemic he got laid off work and his family got him a job up here. So I literally left my family, left everything I knew, like my whole life was in Sussex. Literally left it all. I mean, my partner moved up here within a month. So I've literally like don't have like any family here where I live. I've got his, and we've been here 3 years now, and it's taken me 3 years to get comfortable and settled and like love my life and kind of get used to, you know, not being with my family and making new friends. I absolutely love it here now, and I would not like leave. Like I love being near Manchester, I love being near Newcastle and Leeds, and honestly life is just a bit more chill. It's really hard to talk while you're doing your eyebrows. So before becoming a full-time content creator, or like social media person, I had 3 jobs. So my first job I had at 16. I worked at KFC, which is actually how I met my partner. Like he was already working there. And I honestly love working at KFC. It's like my favourite food in the world. I have to have it at least once a week. It's just so delicious. I would never go back to working like a 9 to 5, like a job, but if like I had to, I definitely would go there, mainly just for the food. Did that for 2 years, and then I left once I had my baby boy. It was just too much. Trying to balance college and work and having a child was too much. So I eventually quit and then just focused on college. But I eventually quit college and decided I'd rather have the hustle and the grind and work and figure it all out than stay at college and have like the money to be able to like move out and get my own flat and everything. So I did that, and then I went to go work at a Tesco's Express, you know, the small Tesco's. And I did that for about 6 months, and then they let me go. They said that I was too much of a delegator. I think it was just my probation period and they weren't like happy with me or whatever. And I went and moved on to working at an Indian restaurant, which was my favourite job. I loved it. I loved being a waitress. I loved like having my regular customers. I loved having the free food. The food was so good. I worked at a street food place. It was so good. I love that you got tips. It was just my favourite job. I was so happy there. But then the pandemic hit, so they had to close down. They were like, we can't do anything, so we just have to let you go. Understandable, which is fine, because I then moved up here and then I found started doing all my online work. So I've been working online now since, I would say, I started doing a little bit of work online in like towards the end of 2019, but I started really doing it since like June 2020. So while I did my mascara, I'll just tell you some random facts about me. I broke my arm when I was in year 6 because I fell off a spinning office chair that I had in my bedroom. I fell off that and I fell into a wall and broke my arm and had to have a cast for like 6 weeks. Don't know why I said that bit, you guys know that. But that is the only thing I've ever broken. I cannot drive. I don't drive. I took driving lessons when I was 17, when I was pregnant with my first. And then I booked my test and he arrived like very near it, and I just cancelled it and never ended up booking it again, so I just never picked it up. I think maybe one day I will. But my partner is currently learning to drive, so I feel like it's not necessarily necessary for me to do it at the moment. I'm not like in a rush. If you are the girl that can do her mascara without opening her mouth, I mean, you're like elite, aren't you? I have never seen the film Titanic, and I feel like some people get that and they're like, oh yeah, no, like it's so overrated, like who cares anyway. And then some people are like, what, it's like the biggest classic, like how have you never seen it? Like, I know it's a sinking ship. Like, what is there to get? What am I missing out on? Like, if you think I'm missing out, let me know. But like, I know the ending. I know it's a ship that sinks, and why do I want to watch something so depressing? The other week, I finally caved in and watched the classic Me Before You. Biggest mistake ever. Most depressing film. And I'm like, why does everyone tell me to like watch this and rave about it? It's so depressing. Literally made me cry so much. So I don't feel the urge to watch Titanic, and I feel like I need to avoid it at all costs. There you go. Not so sweaty and shiny now. I probably should mention, I mentioned I had a sister, so I have one older sister. She is 20, I think she's turning 25. There you go. So thank you so much for watching this get to know me, get ready with me, to have a lazy Sunday and not do anything. But yeah, I really wanted to film this get to know me for you guys. And I might do a part 2, like maybe leave some questions of other things you want to know, or I'll try and think of some other things about me. I find it really hard. You know what I mean? I'm just like, what goes on in my life? Like, I can't think of what to tell people they're gonna get to know me. I don't know. I never know what to say. I'm like, what major things have happened to me in my life that I can share and get to know me? But yeah, thank you so much for watching everything, and I will see you guys again very soon. Have a good week.